मंडलाकारं व्याप्तमेन चराचरं तत्पदं पूजितं च तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. Anger is inner fire. If you can find the similarities between anger and fire, you will come to know how to quench it, because fire is the anger outside and anger is fire inside. And I hope you know how fire starts. Whether fire is useful or not, fire is one of the 5 elements without which life is not possible. So, when you have controlled fire, it helps you in cooking. It helps you enhancing your body temperature and maintaining it at about 98 degrees. Similarly, anger, as long as you can utilize it in the positive directions, it is not very harmful. If you can twist it, if you can remain in the control of your anger, it is like a controlled fire. But the moment it goes out of your control, fire can destroy everything in the world, and anger can destroy everything inside you. How fire takes place? For fire taking place, we have got a fire triangle. And each angle of this fire triangle should be completed for fire to start. One angle of this triangle is combustible material. Second angle of this fire triangle is oxygen. And third is immediate ignition. When these 3 things meet, fire takes place. Now, since I said that anger is nothing but inner fire, what are the combustible material present inside of us? What is oxygen present inside of us to ignite the fire? And what is the immediate ignition? So first, let us understand about the combustible material. Combustible materials are all the emotions present in the human being. Those emotions are fear, pain, injustice, frustration, expectations, disgust, some of the family problems. Family problems also ignites the anger within you. Financial issues, you are expecting some money, monetary things, and that is not happening, then also the inner fire, that is anger, can get ignited. And other than few emotions which we have discussed here, what else can cause anger? Alcoholism, relationship issues, and depression. If these combustible material, one of these combustible material is present in you in extreme, then only the possibility for anger can happen to start and go beyond your control. Second angle of this fire triangle is oxygen, and that is ego or suppression. Third is ignition, and that is any unsuitable discussions ignites you, or any triggers ignites you to get into anger. Now, you have to understand that all these three things, when they are put together, when they come and meet you together inside of you, then only anger can take birth. Okay? If even one of these things are missing, then anger will not take place. A slight anger, we get angry with our children sometimes. Sometimes we get angry with our life partner. Mostly romantic partners always remains a little angry. But it is not a real anger. It is anger in control. When you smile, they smile back. They show little anger to you, but the moment you smile, they smile back. That means it is not uncontrollable anger. These angers, which are controllable, are little necessary also in life. Sometimes getting little angry with your dear one, near one, makes sense and it is not harmful. Like fire. When you are using the fire for warming yourself, it is not harmful. But if it disrupts, then it is very harmful, and what all it can cause, you have to understand. It can make your blood pressure to shoot up. It can eat away all your spiritual energy in a moment. It can give you tingling sensation. It can give you tensions in your muscles. And sometimes when you get angry and you are not able to speak, maybe some elders are sitting with you, or maybe your boss is trying to say you something and you get angry and you are not able to speak what is there inside of you. You know what starts happening then? Your neck starts burning. And if you try to control it little more, maybe the tears starts coming out of your eyes. But these are not the tears of... Tears are very beautiful things in human life. And they come out in sadness. They come out in happiness. They also come out in anger. And when your neck starts burning, please understand that you are damaging yourself to the maximum extent possible. So, what is the point to remember? That anger cannot take place inside of you unless there are combustible material in form of emotions present in you, there is an ego present in you, and somebody ignites you with a trigger in the immediate effect. And then only anger takes place. There are few misconceptions about anger. We need to understand them, because if we do not understand them, then you will always remain in misconception and you will never be able to leave your anger. Some people think that anger is the strength. The moment I become angry, other people starts behaving and they think that anger is a strength. No. Anger is never a strength. It is a weakness. And when we think that it is a strength, what we think along with it? That someone else is being affected by your anger. You shout on your subordinate and she does the work. And you think that when you get angry, you put an effect on somebody else. Maybe it is right. But more than this, what is right is you get hurt maximum by your anger. No one gets more hurt than you. Others may be getting little hurt, but you are getting most affected by your anger. Somebody asked me, he came to our ashram and asked me, what is anger? I thought a little bit and said, anger is a process in which you are punishing yourself for somebody else's fault. It is reason is cause is somebody else, and because of him or her, you get frustrated and become angry. And whom you are punishing? Yourself. You think that you are punishing the other person, but no, that's not true. You are punishing yourself, and you are the most affected by the anger within you. Now let us think, knowing anger is very nice, we understood that what it is, but how can we get rid of our anger? As I said, that unless the triangle gets completed, anger doesn't start. So you break the triangle. Whenever you are about to become angry, just break the triangle. And the moment you break the triangle, you can win the game and you will never be angry. How can we break the triangle? Number one, which is the most important for all those who are in the spiritual things, become ego-free. When we become ego-free, anger doesn't come to us because there is no oxygen available. How can fire ignite without oxygen? So when we have no ego, anger can never take place. Second thing is removing your combustible material, not allowing emotions to come in. These two things you need to do in your inside. Don't fear. Don't be frustrated. Don't remain in pain. Okay. So if all those things we can remove, then you will not get angry at individual level. But as a society also, anger plays a very important role, and sometimes you see the rages of the people demonstrating against their governments, demonstrating against the states. You know what are the reasons there? Injustice. Mostly injustice is the reason there. And another thing which is a very important, which I want to mention here, is your family issues, your relationship problems. Understand relationships naturally. Be on the giving side of your love and remove all your family and relationship problems. The last point, the third angle, if you want to remove, then triggers. Somebody want to trigger you. Somebody says something, and how do we do that? One thing you have to remember. If you are giving me a cake, it's a Christmas time, and everyone must be distributing chocolates and cake. Cakes are very nice as regards to taste is concerned, but they are not as good for your health. And specifically, if you are 40 plus, then what do? Your daughter-in-law comes to you. Dad, you need to take this cake. I have bought it from so and so place. And then you say, no, thank you. It is not good for my health. Now, somebody is trying to give you a trigger. What? Like what they will say, your friend may say, you know your partner always disturbs you and you do not say anything. He is trying to give you a trigger. If you take it, you will become angry. And if you do not take it, then what happens? When my daughter-in-law was giving me the cake, and I have not taken it, cake is with whom? With my daughter-in-law. Okay? Now, similarly, somebody is trying to give me trigger, and I don't take it. Where is the trigger? With him, with her. Unless, of course, if it is my birthday, then they try to put it on my face, That is something different. Okay? So what I want to say, that anyone tries to say anything to you, he cannot take away your willingness to take it or not to take it. And if you have decided inside of yourself that I will not take it, come what may, you will not take it, and that emotions, that discussion, that triggers remains with the person who is trying to give you. And then also, anger can never born inside of you. These are the only 3 methods by which you can remove your anger. And with these 3 methods, there are certain sub-methods which are part of these methods, and we can say this, that when I say that remove your ego, how do we do that? We have to get ourselves connected with our higher self. The moment I get connected with my higher self, I do not exist. Then there is no ego. There is another thing I would like to tell you. Specifically, all those people who are self-made, or who thinks that they are self-made, they will always talk to you like this. You know what? In my company, I'm so and so and so and so, and everybody respects me, and you are not respecting me, and this and that and that and this. You understand that they are self-made people. Self-made people always tries to praise themselves. And they do it very beautifully. And they are very successful. You see, self-made people are usually very successful. So, everyone listens to them because they are successful. But when it comes to something, they become very egoistic and they don't understand the fact, the truth. So, if you come across self-made person who becomes very egoistic, what you have to do? You have to make them understand. And if yourself are self-made person, then try to listen what I am saying and change your life accordingly. I as a human being, you as a human being, we as a human being are not capable of doing anything by our own self. Whatever we are doing, suppose you are preparing a cake, again example of cake. Before that, some people has done a lot of work. Somebody has made the flour, somebody has grown the cocoa, somebody has grown the honey, somebody has grown the sugar, and you bought them from the market. If they could have not grown these things, it was not possible for me to cook this cake. I'm building my house. I have money and I'm building my house. That's true, you have money and you are building your house. But so many people has done the work. Somebody has made a brick, somebody has made iron, somebody has made cement, somebody has made kapchi, somebody has made concrete. Even your clothes, so many people. You want to make a needle, you cannot make it by yourself. We all are one part of the big chain. And if somehow we be able to understand this, that I am part of the chain and the whole chain is capable. If I go out of this chain, my capability becomes close to zero. And then you will understand that though we consider that we are self-made, but it is only our ego. And that ego we need to take out. And if you take out that ego, you will be anger free. No anger will ever be able to disturb you if you take out this quality. And therefore, if you really want to remove your anger from you, what you need to do? You have to bring in little spirituality inside of you. Because that spirituality, what spirituality does? Spirituality makes us be on ground, be connected to the source, be connected to earth. And when we are able to do this, our ego goes away from us. And when ego goes away, emotions do not disturb us anymore. Emotions are also taken care of, and you see that you start becoming happier and anger starts going away from you. When I say spirituality, what all things you can do? You can perform some yoga. You can understand Ashtanga yoga. You can do some meditation. You can do Paraprasad mantra. You can try to connect to your higher self. All these things, when we start trying to do, our anger goes away from us. Some of the asanas which I can recommend you here, what you can do, yogic postures which are very important to remove your ego, to remove angers from you, are Padmasana. I hope every one of us knows Padmasana. It's a lotus pose, and all these poses which I am saying, I do not have time to show it to you, but if you want, I think on websites they have put in a total 1 hour yoga session, and you can go through and you can take out these asanas. Lotus posture, the Padmasana, you can do, that removes the anger from you. Balasana you can do. Sukhasana you can do. Matsyasana you can do. And Sarvangasana you can do. You can also do Savasana. Savasana, in which you can just lie down as a dead body posture. And among the pranayamas, you can do Sitali pranayama and Brahmari pranayama. Pranayama are easy, and I can show it to you if you want. Brahmari pranayama is being done like this. You can see. This one is the Brahmari pranayama. Sitali pranayama, you have to breathe from your mouth, hold the breath for a little time and take it out from your nose. That is the pranayama which is called Sitali. I hope you will be able to do it, and if you want, you can always take this from our yoga lessons, but it is roughly like this, you can see. Mudras are also very helpful for removing our ego. And some of the mudras you can note down, and there is no time for me to perform the mudras here, but yes, anyone who wants can give her the information that they want mudras, and you can take the videos. They are also available on YouTube and you can download them. The mudras which are good for removing your anger are called Chepna mudra, Gyan mudra, Dhyan mudra, Mushti mudra. Mushti mudra is very useful for removing the anger. And what it does, it diverts your mind. When somebody is trying to tell you something, they are trying to give you the triggers. I think even psychologists also these days says, you start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, unless your anger goes away. In Mushti Mudra, what we do, we start doing like this, see? Like this, so that our mind gets diverted and we do not take triggers from anyone, and it reduces the possibility of us becoming angry. Then you can have Sakti Chalini Mudra and you can have Unmani Mudra. These mudras are something what can reduce and eliminate your anger. So what all things we have learned for removing our anger? Number 1, start your spiritual journey, remove ego and become anger free. Number 2, with the help of mudras, divert your minds so that you don't take trigger and remain anger free. You go into a spiritual field and do not get affected by your emotions. That is the removal of combustible materials, and remain anger free. You understand the nature of relationships, the nature of love. Love is basically 4 types: devilish, human, godly and unconditional. You leave the 2 love, devilish and human, move to godly or unconditional love, and you will see that your anger starts dissipating from you. Your anger starts going away from you. This everything and pranayamas, meditation, which makes you very calm and unaffected by the outside world. When you are unaffected by outside world, nothing ever can disturb you and nothing ever can give you anger. I wish that you be able to become less emotional, less egoistic, and no one be able to trigger you, and always remain in happiness, always remain in a state of no anger, always remain in peace, peace and only peace. Thank you so much.